I was sitting at a bus stop one time after work, and this lady with her kid came up to me and she was pregnant. She had like a cut like on her neck, like a laceration. I didn't say anything, had my headphones in, and all of a sudden she just starts talking to me and telling me her experiences with her baby's father, with her family, how she's pregnant, how the person she was with almost killed her because he found out she was pregnant. Like so many crazy things. And then on top of that, she found out she had stage 3 cancer. And I'm literally just standing there. I think I was like around like 19. She literally just came up to me and started sharing these things. But I've had moments like that with people where I don't even ask for it. I'm just minding my own business and they feel safe to come and talk to me. And I'm just like, you know what? That is a sign, because that means that I am here to listen besides just speak about my experiences, but help people feel safe to an extent. Because if not, I'll take that home. Hi, my name is Lotus. I sometimes go by Lotus, and this channel's name is Lotus Fam. Basically, why I wanted to start this podcast is just to get out to people who are going through a difficult time or similar with myself when it comes to childhood experiences, whether it's now that you're older, how to navigate that trauma, your feelings, how to make better decisions. I want people to not feel alone. I kind of want to be like a big sister who's giving you like a hug and letting you know that everything's going to be okay. But yeah, I just want to share like my experiences, what I've gone through, my mental health, and I just want to help you guys navigate through that, and hopefully that helps you feel less alone through whatever you're going through. Tune into this episode that I have with one of my newer friends, Lex. It's about friendships and things like that. Or they're gonna question what I've gone through, and I think that's my biggest fear. People who question.
I feel like you're then putting your happiness at stake for other people, because it's like, I don't know, do what you want. Why should you give a fuck what other people want from you or think for you?
Yeah.
Which I need to follow up on myself for, but because I definitely don't follow that sometimes.
I feel like this is a good topic. It's just the nervousness of starting is what gets me. The fear of speaking my mind and talking about my mental well-being or emotions, you know, because growing up, I never felt like I had that space, nor did I feel like I wanted to put that pressure on my mom. And my mom was the one who raised me growing up. And she was a single mom for a long time. And then my family wasn't there, and I just felt like I needed to protect her. And so I just would never speak up. As a kid, I would never speak up about like how I felt emotionally. I'd go cry in a closet.
Me.
Yeah, when everybody was sleeping, I'd like hug myself and I'd be like, oh, dude, you're good. So now growing up, I'm always afraid to speak about what's on my mind because I don't want to have it weigh too much on anybody. Because I'm good. I'm like in a better place. I can take care of myself emotionally. But it is tough to hear.
Yeah, I feel like that's very much like a mental cage, though, because that does get tiring keeping shit to yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you kind of need your outlet to, like, hey, this is how I'm feeling, and this is what I need to say, you know?
I'm low-key a crybaby, but, like...
Oh, girl, same. Same as fuck. It takes the slightest thing for me to be like, oh, my God.
All right, you want to go into the first question?
Yeah, fuck it.
It's about friendships. The first one's about friendships. Like, what qualities do you think are most important in a true friend, and why?
I don't know. I feel like I don't like people that can't be honest, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like as a friend, like, I don't know. Y'all ever been around somebody that kind of just, like, lies about the most random shit for no reason? They're like, I'm eating Chipotle, and they're actually eating fucking, like, Chick-fil-A. It's like, why did you just do that? Like, why can't you just talk to me?
Or they add more details on how their day went.
You know? And, like, for me, like, that's the biggest thing. It's like, you could just be honest with me about, like, random shit. Like,
Yeah,
we don't have to make everything so, like, extravagant or, like, so...
To impress.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you could just be honest with me.
I don't like Chick-fil-A, but, like, you like it. It's fine.
You know? Like...
You don't have to say you're eating McDonald's.
I
I actually do like Chick-fil-A.
Dude, I love Chick-fil-A. I had it today.
Yeah, I like Chick-fil-A.
Like, big backed out.
Okay, but what qualities besides that do you find important in a true friend, and why?
Definitely honesty, and then I don't know, like I feel like in any relationship for me, it doesn't even just have to be friends. I need somebody that makes me like feel safe or like comfortable, because there's not a lot of people I could actually be like
Vulnerable.
Myself with. I'm very awkward, so it's like if you could let me be the person I actually am, then like you're a keeper for me, you know, and just don't do me dirty kind of thing.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think the qualities that I look for in a true friend are honesty is one of them. Because I don't think it's hard to talk to me. Even if I don't like the decisions that you're making or don't agree, or, we just view things differently, I will always be like, hey, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't try and change my opinion.
Kind
And
of thing.
we can agree to disagree.
Mhm.
Or, I know that for a fact that in order for you to make a change in your life, you have to be at your limit. You have to
Mhm.
finally just be able to one day be like, I can't take this anymore.
That's
I can't
valid.
do this. And then change. And I tell my friends, you're not there yet.
Also, too, honesty in the sense of like, tell me when I'm wrong. Like, I don't like
Tell
venting to
you,
people and they're like, yep, you're right. That wasn't wrong at all. Like, I need you to tell me when I'm fucking wrong,
yeah.
kind of thing.
But I think that it depends on like the situation, the moment, the time, all of that, because there are times where if you're feeling really vulnerable, you're feeling at your lowest, and then your friend's just like, you're a stupid ass bitch. Like,
Okay,
what the
not
fuck,
like that.
No, I've had friends talk to me like that sometimes.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. Or just in general, them just being like, I don't like your decision. Well, you're here again because of this. Or like, you decided to do this, like, I think that you should be able to tell your friend, or your friend should be able to know how you're feeling and be like, okay, you need this, or you
Type
said you
shit.
need this.
Kind of like read the room in a way.
Read the room, yeah. Because if I'm crying my eyes out and then you talk to me
I don't
like
want to
that,
hear I'm wrong right now.
I'm gonna shut down.
That's valid.
Or you can tell me, hey, I don't think you're ready to hear my opinion, and I will 100% understand.
That's true.
So honesty is very important, but reading the room, reading what's going on in the situation and what your friend needs in that moment. Yeah. And then, yeah, I think those are like the most important for me. Just being able to be honest, having a friend who can differentiate when I need her to be tough and when I need her to just love me.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Have you ever been done dirty by a friend?
Plenty. My mom, not my parents, my mom. My mom and my sister have disliked almost every like best friend-ish that I've had, because I gravitate towards people who are the opposite of me. Loud, will say their opinions in a room full of people and not care. Like, those are the people that I gravitate towards. But then in the end, because they're like that and they've had their own traumas and stuff, it ends up hurting me, because it's just like, I like that about you because I feel like maybe you could protect me, but I don't need you to. And just knowing, like, I don't know, I feel like they have put me in bad situations with my family because they will speak their mind in front of my family and be disrespectful. And
that's like another situation where it's like also read the room too.
yeah,
It's like you don't always need to be heard in every situation.
You
like,
don't always
I don't
have
know.
to be right.
You can, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like there's certain situations where you should be very honest about how you feel, but there's also a lot where it's like maybe now is not the time. Because why would you do that?
Yeah. I feel like you can also, like, if you're going through a difficult time or a moment or uncomfortable with something that happens when you're out with your friend, instead of your friend yelling at you or it's freaking 1 a.m. at the club and one of you guys is crying, like, I feel like you should just be like, hey, you know what? We're drunk. We got to take you home. No, I've seen it too, though. Like, especially where we work, like, there'll be one friend yelling and one friend crying. And it's just like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to yell at you right now. We are both drunk. Let's have this conversation tomorrow. Let's go home.
Yeah,
I feel like I need a friend like that, because I'm like that most of the time. What are some challenges you think people face in maintaining friendships and how they can overcome it?
I don't know, because I feel like that can be answered in a lot of ways. I feel like it really like depends. But I feel like people have a lot of, I don't know. I don't want to say people have a hard time not doing weird shit, but people have a hard time not doing weird shit, you know?
You're like, no, I don't know how to say it, but like, I mean it.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, there's situations where I've had friends that did weird ass shit and I was like, why the fuck did you just do that? Like, I can't really like pinpoint it too, but it's like, maybe it's like a loyalty thing, I guess, kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think I can understand. I think a big challenge in maintaining friendships is we don't put enough effort to get to know each other. Like, we put a lot of effort into dating people in a romantic sense, or talking to people, you know, that we're interested in that regard, and asking questions and like, what do you want in the relationship? I think that those are valid questions to have in a friendship when you meet people. But you meet someone at work or wherever, at a party or mutual friends or whatever, and you just get along because you vibe in the beginning, and then you just start hanging out. And then after that,
wrong page.
No, that happens. You start hanging out, you start doing stuff, and then there's conflict because you don't know how to communicate with each other when there are difficulties in the relationship, because it's fun in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's easy. But when there are challenges, when you're going through a hard time or they're going through a hard time, it's just like, how should I love you? How should I speak to you? Like,
yeah, friendships very much also have a honeymoon phase, I feel like.
But that's why I feel like we should take more time to get to know the person before we dive deep and be like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah, like
besties for the rest.
For lifers. Or also, too, I noticed now, not even just like in past friendships I've had where it fell out, like, I feel like a lot of people have an issue picking friends that they actually like, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like a lot of people compete with their friends now. And I don't know why. Like, I had a friend, like, almost like a year ago, and she low-key fucking hated me. And it took me so long to realize that you really didn't fuck with me. But it was always a competition with something. And I thought that it was just so weird. It was like, I don't know why you wouldn't just be my friend to, like, support me or, like, wish the best for me. But people low-key be hating.
No,
people will low-key be your friend.
Not even low-key, high-key.
Out of shit. Yes.
You'd be like, no, but she loves me.
And it's like, that bitch probably don't give a fuck. Evil world we live in.
It is. I'll drink with you.
Cheers, keys.
I feel like I give a lot in friendships. And I've been put in, like, really difficult situations. But when, like, it comes to, like, the falling out, I think that it sucks that it turns into people talking shit. And this is just, like,
sucks.
in
it's
general.
Like, you felt like that the whole time then, you know?
Or it's just, like, why you gotta, like, hurt me just because, you know, I don't feel like we're benefiting from our friendship. I think with my more recent friendships, I've kind of, you know, let them know, like, hey, I can't communicate because of this, or we're not as close anymore because of this, or I need to take time for my mental health because I get overwhelmed with other people's emotions. And I feel like I just need to take time for me to figure me out first mentally. But from, like, a lot of other friendships that I've seen, it's they fight and then I'm in the middle and then they're talking shit about each other. And I'm just like, why can't you guys just be like, hey, we're at different parts in our life. I love you. Let's move on. Why can't it be peaceful?
I feel like it goes back to the thing where it's like, you don't always have to be right. People always want their point to be the one that needs to be the main point. And it's like, I don't know, that's where, like, perspective comes into play, because it's like,
that, like,
why don't you think about how other people are feeling too?
Or is it like that we're, like, slightly, like, ego-driven? Like, it hurts your ego.
By nature, people are all a little bit ego-driven.
The friendship didn't work out. And it's just like, no, we shouldn't be so emotionally reactive. But that's the first thing we do. We talk about, or we speak in regards to our feelings first, versus taking the time to be like, this is how I feel. This is why I feel the way I feel. And what is the pro? What is the best solution here?
I feel like it comes down to, like, self-awareness. Like, not a lot of people can be like, let me step back for a second and, like, chill the fuck out. And, like, I'm guilty of that too. I'm not always, like, calm and collected. Like, I've definitely been, like, fucking emotional before. But, like, I don't know. I feel like it's hard for a lot of people to step back and be like, damn, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe we should wait for later. Because not everybody thinks like that at first. And like you said, it's very much, like, emotional.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm hurt and now you need to be hurt too.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's what I don't want in friendships right now.
Yeah,
I don't want any more friendships that, like, we get along in the beginning, then things happen, and then you hate me, and then you're talking shit, and I'm over here crying.
Hard left.
Yeah, because
like,
I can be petty. I can be mean. I just don't choose to be that way because it doesn't feel right to me at the end of the day. It doesn't make me feel good when I go to bed and I wake up in the morning. It doesn't make me feel like that's a good way to be as a mom for my kids and showing them how to be a good friend or person. So I'm like eating it and I get mad and I'm like, I'm mad, but you know what? I love you. So I'm gonna love you from a distance.
Type shit.
Mm-hmm. How do your friendships influence your mental health and overall well-being?
Girl, I don't know. I definitely do feel a lot better when I'm able to be more sociable with my friends, if that makes sense. Like, the less I talk to my friends, it does kind of, like, suck. Because obviously, like, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I have my boyfriend. I love my boyfriend. But sometimes you do need people other than your significant other, which I'm sure you can understand. But I feel very,
100%.
very much stable when I have other friends and other people to talk to, especially my friends back at home. Like, I miss them a lot because I don't get to see you guys anymore. But it's nice to be able to call them, like, here and there. And, like, I don't know. It makes me feel good. My friends, even the friends I have out here now, even though I'm not that close to people, it does make me feel very, like,
So you have
stable.
a good set of friends.
Yeah, I would say now.
Or you have had in the past as well.
Yeah, they've actually, like, a lot of my friends, I'm very much, I don't want to say it's, like, hard for me to make friends, but in a sense it is because I've been friends with a lot of my friends for, like, so long, like, years type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, like, very hard for me to, like, trust newer people. But I think that's why they make me feel so grounded because those people really, like, know me, like, inside and out. Like,
They
know
love
everything.
you no matter what. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I could be on some real fuck shit and they'd be like, yep, still love you, Alex.
I love you, but you're dumb right now. But I
No,
love
literally,
you.
and that's where the honesty comes in. I'm like, I need y'all to tell me when I'm being stupid.
Yeah. I honestly don't think I have a positive, like, outtake when it comes to friendships.
Why?
A lot of the friends that I have had, I feel like I do too much, or I give too much.
Okay, that's
emotionally valid. And, like, with my heart and, like, mentally, I feel like, yeah, there are areas that I can work on, but when it comes to you need me, you call me, I will drop whatever I can to be there because I care, and I just don't feel like I've had that in return. I feel like a lot of the friends that I've had, the really loud, really fun, really, outspoken friends that I've had, they are just more selfish in a way and call me just when they want to hang out or, it's just up to them. And when I call them and I'm just like, hey, I need you. And this is like talking about like friends from like high school and stuff like that. Just majority of my friends, not my most recent, but majority have always been friends who take too much.
Valid.
And I'm tired of it.
I feel like it's just because you have like a big heart though. Because low-key, I feel like I've gone through the same thing where I'm like, I feel like I'm doing so much for you, but like, where are you when I need to vent or when I need, like,
I think the shittiest part is that I feel like out of a lot of those friendships that I have had, they make me feel like I don't have anything to offer though.
Ooh.
And I think at the end of the day, when I choose not to be friends with somebody anymore or speak to them as much or step aside from the friendship, it's because I feel like that more so often than I had in the beginning. And I'm just like, I already feel like shit. I don't want to feel more like shit mentally. So I'm going to take a step back.
That's very valid.
Yeah.
That makes a lot
of sense. And those are the friends that I had like really close to me when I was younger. So I haven't had any good friends in my life.
Honestly, sometimes I think about it. I think, like I was telling you, I have a lot of friends that are like very much like you've known me for fucking years, but they're all like very much before I was like a full-on adult. Most of the friends I've made in my adulthood were all the ones that were like, nah, shit. And sometimes it kind of sucks because it feels like a lot of friendships can be very like transactional. Not in the sense of like actual money, but it's like, if I do this for you, what are you going to do for me? And like that kind of like sucks because like the way my heart is set up is like I'll do whatever I can for you to make sure you're good or to make sure you're happy. And it kind of sucks when like I have to give you this for you to be there in the same way that I'm there for you, you know?
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Which is very weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know why most of my better friends are from when I was younger, but like it's just how it is. And like the ones I've made all throughout my adulthood have been pretty shitty. I'm just like, why did you do me like that?
Well, at least you have a good set of friends. You did meet some good people. And I feel like you will still meet good people. And I think I am hopeful for making better friendships too. I feel like we're both in the same mindset when it comes to friendships right now. And that's why we gravitated towards each other. But yeah.
I feel like it is hard though, because I feel like I'm sure you could understand, but like because of those people that fucked me over, it is hard for me to be like, oh, this person doesn't have like ulterior motives, or this person's not gonna fuck me over too. Like, I think that's what makes it so hard for me to make newer friends now, because it's like, what can I actually trust you with?
Yeah, that's true.
Because I used to put my benefit of the doubt into people so tough. I was just like, oh, they wouldn't do that, and like, yes, they would. And it's hard for me to decipher now, like what I should give the benefit of the doubt to. And that sucks. It's so fucking annoying.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to find friends that you can be vulnerable with and be honest and be like, hey, I need this from the friendship right now. Like, are you able to? You know, like, do you have time? Or being like, I need you to be, you know, tough with me. Can you?
Yeah. And sometimes you want it to be like unspoken.
Or,
you know? Like, I wish you could just read me.
Yeah. Definitely. I kind of want to take back me saying that all the friends that I've had are selfish. I feel like I have had good friends at a time, or we were good friends at a time. And then it kind of just didn't, you know, go the best. I feel like people and friends and all relationships ebb and flow. There are moments where you're like super close, and then there are moments where you're kind of like on different pages, drifting a little bit and stuff like that. I feel like with one of my most recent friendships, I love her so much and I appreciate her so much because she was there for me when I needed her, and she would come visit me and all of that. And I loved her and her family, you know. But towards the end, I kind of just became afraid to speak my mind around her because she cared so much about me. She would get really upset on like certain things that were going on in my life or like with certain people. Yeah, super defensive.
Which is honestly overwhelming too, because it's like I'm already stressed out because of this thing, and now you're stressing me out more because you want to do something about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like
weird for me too, because I'm very loud, but at the same time I feel the same way where it's like I don't ever want to do too much about certain things. So like I feel like not everything.
I'm gonna go be a hobbit in a freaking little house in the mountains.
Just hide out.
Yeah.
Sometimes that does sound really nice. Like I wish I could just go somewhere and hide for like a month.
Mm-hmm. A retreat and get paid for it.
You know? We just need to be influencers. Bro, they be doing whatever the fuck, bro.
That's too much pressure.
Like, why did you get paid to sip on fucking Sprite? Like, it'd be the sponsorships that get me.
Oh my gosh.
Point yourself with this Dr. Pepper. Okay. 10 racks.
10 racks?
Yeah, 10 racks.
I wish.
That's how that shit works for real, bro. It's
pay my
crazy.
rent for the next like freaking 3-4 months.
Wait, you know Nara Smith?
No.
She's like super young. She has like 4 kids. She's with her husband, which is like really cool. They're models, and she's an influencer, but her whole thing on TikTok is like making things by scratch. It seems like satirical, but like nobody really knows. Like there was one video where she's like, oh, my kids had a cough this morning, so I got up and decided to make them homemade cough drops. Like literally like shit like that. She just had a sponsorship with like Marc Jacobs, and she like made the purse at home. I know that check was fat. Like I swear she probably made like a good like something 100,000 just off.
You're gonna have to show me that video later,
bro. Like I
get
promise
lost
you, these influencers
watching
eating checks. That is all I want in life.
I'm gonna start making mukbangs.
Honestly,
guys.
You'd probably get lifetime supplies of like different foods.
Spicy noodles. That's the only thing that I need.
The influencer life seems so easy.
I think we hit all the questions for the friendship one. Is there anything you wanted to talk about?
Just kidding. I don't know. I feel like we covered some pretty good topics as of now.
I did. We did. What the hell? I did? We did.
Just fucking evaporating.
Not my cackle,
just
bro.
turned into a mist.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, what's the next topic? So what else would you like to cover, Lulu?
Well, this one is a childhood trauma. How do you feel about that?
We can hop into that.
Yeah, a little bit. You can hop out whenever you're ready.
You just hear me sniffling into the mic.
Just zoom in on me. You're sobbing. You're sobbing in the background.
Me blowing my nose.
Oh, with the toilet paper.
I forgot. Why did I low-key forget it was right there and it's been here the whole time?
Is that a random? No, I appreciate it. The toilet paper.
We should give the toilet paper its own section next time.
So some good.
It's just subtitles under it for what it's thinking.
What the fuck? This bitch doesn't even know what she's talking about. Actually, kind of random, but like kind of related. I like watching those like they're not gifs, they're little videos on birds. Just like you take a video of a bird and this guy puts like freaking a beak or like a mouth on it and like hands and they're like
he
talking
like
and
repairs
shit.
them, right?
Yeah.
Or am I on the wrong topic?
No, he doesn't repair them. He puts like an animation on them and he comes up with a whole skit and it's like in an Australian accent.
Oh, what the fuck?
Dude, it's so funny. So that just reminded me of that. The toilet paper though, instead of the
I
birds.
just want to do random shit like that with my life. Like, what made you think of that?
When you were talking about the eyes on the
No,
toilet
like
paper.
him. What made you just get up and decide to like give these birds like personalities?
I don't know, that's funny.
Plug a little weird, but he cool.
That's
just his spam account.
He lives two different lives.
Honestly, I feel like most people live two
See,
different
this
lives.
is why I'm scared to tell people who I am as a person.
Why?
Because I have like multiple personalities. I'm just kidding.
No, same, no, low-key. I could be 10 different people all at once.
At the same time.
No, I thought you were talking about, I've seen this TikTok account of this guy that like takes these birds and he like repairs their like overgrown beaks. Cause I guess they have to be like low-key like filed like fucking nails. And it looks so sad. Like they be like struggling, bro. But he fixes them up and they get all nice and pretty and they feel better and they can eat better. It's super cute. It's so random though.
It's hella random.
I'm just watching bird repairment videos.
And then it freaking goes to somebody freaking stuffing a cat.
What? Like taxidermy? Bro,
You know, people do that with their pets.
Creepy. Yes, I could never. Somebody did it to like their mouse, and it was on my For You page, and I was like, "How did I get here? Why was this tailored to be shown to me?"
I'm scared. Can't sleep for 3 days.
Or like the people that be having like deers in their house. That's crazy to me.
That is funny. Okay. Good question.
Next topic.
I'm just gonna straight to the point. Have you had childhood experiences that have shaped the person that you are today?
I feel like yes, but like I couldn't exactly tell you what though. Because I feel like there's a few things I could think of, but I don't know. You answer first, and then I can see.
I was gonna say I can go
'Cause
first.
I'm like, I can go so many ways with this.
I actually thought about this like yesterday and today, and it's something that in general has been on my mind though. Like what has shaped me as a person I am today, and I think it's a lot of the experiences that I have gone through with people since I was like a kid, with my own family, with seeing like the dysfunctional dynamic between my mom and like her parents and her siblings and like my aunts and uncles and their relationships, and then my mom and my dad, you know, and then, you know, the abuse that I kind of endured when I was like from like 5th grade to I would say like my junior year of high school. All terrible things, but I feel like if I hadn't gone through what I had gone through, I wouldn't be who I am today. But there was a time where I would cry and I'd be like, what the frick? Why am I going through this? This doesn't make sense. Why is my life like this? I don't want it to be like this. Everybody else is having good childhood memories, moments. And I'm over here freaking going through some BS, crying, you know, behind closed doors. But now that I'm older, I feel like I went through these experiences because I was supposed to do something like this. I was supposed to speak about it and, you know, not let people feel alone. I think that's what gets to me, and it makes me emotional. I'll see a freaking person on the street minding their own business, or I'm minding my own business, and then somebody will randomly come up to me and like tell me their whole life. I was sitting at a bus stop one time after work, and this lady with her kid came up to me and she was pregnant. She had like a cut like on her neck, like a laceration. I was like, what the heck? I didn't say anything, had my headphones in, and all of a sudden she just starts talking to me and telling me her experiences with her baby's father, with her family, how she's pregnant, how, the person she was with almost killed her because he found out she was pregnant. Like, so many crazy things. And then on top of that, she found out she had like stage 3 cancer or something. And I'm literally just standing there. I think I was like around like 19 at the time. And she literally just came up to me and started sharing these things. But I've had moments like that with people where I don't even ask for it. I'm just minding my own business and they feel safe to come and talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, you know what? Like, that is a sign, because that means that, I am here to listen also, besides just speak about my experiences, but help people feel safe to an extent. To an extent. Because if not, I'll take that home and then,
No, I'm like stressed the rest of the day.
not just stressed, it makes me so overwhelmed and it makes me question life. Or in the past it did, to the point where it makes me be like, I don't get it. I don't want to be here. And I feel like that's my biggest draw in wanting to share my experiences too. I don't want people to feel so alone and so overwhelmed to the point where they want to take their life.
Yeah.
That got deep.
Take it deep.
That got deep. But I feel like that's where my heart is when it comes to stuff like that. What are your coping mechanisms?
If I'm being entirely honest, I haven't found them yet.
No.
I kind of just be raw dogging life, bro. I don't know. But I do definitely need to find coping mechanisms. But I think the one that works the best for me is definitely stepping back from situations. Because when I was younger, like, I don't know, like, your girl's very mood swingy sometimes. I'm a little crazy. But I used to never like step away from situations when I definitely should have. So as of right now, my coping mechanism is to step back from things for a second, evaluate, and then get back to it. Because if I don't leave it, I'm gonna tweak out. Like,
well, yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, or you're feeling anxious or whatever the case is, taking a step back is a big thing. And I think I'm learning that right now too.
it can be hard.
I think I've always known it, but I've always been afraid because I don't want to leave people if they're hurting. And I feel like it's my responsibility because they end up trusting me. But it's just like, dude, I can't. Like, I love you, but it's a lot. Especially if they're making the same mistakes repetitively.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know if I can help Nah, but I don't want to say I have like anger issues, but I definitely have mood swings, and I get angry enough sometimes where it's like I need to step back or I'm gonna start either crying or just fucking screaming at shit because no. So I try to meditate now.
Honestly, I feel that rage. I just feel like I can never act on it. There's just like something in me.
Thing, though. Huh? Might be kind of a good thing though.
I feel like it's a good thing and it's not a good thing because then like I bottle it up so much because I look so calm and I like show off that I'm so calm, but inside I'm upset. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I don't understand, I'm overwhelmed, and then I have to take care of like so many other people, like my kids and all of that, and it's just like I have so much, but I'm not allowed to be angry. I just
it's just like suppressed.
Yeah.
That shit always finds a way out though. Like
yeah.
in the most random ways too.
I feel like it's come out for me when I drank a lot.
Same.
And instead of like, and I know better when I should and when I shouldn't. But when I'm with friends and they're just like, oh, let's take this shot. And I'm just like, you know what? Today's probably not a good day for me. But you guys can drink and I'll stay. Instead, I've been like, okay. And then I'm like 20 shots in. And
bro, me.
Then I'm crying at the end of the night.
To save my life. Like, I should have stopped 5 shots ago, but here I am. Like, girl.
Yeah. I would say drinking was a little bit of a coping mechanism for a little bit.
Damn, I guess I could say that. It's not my best coping mechanism, though.
No. I try not to, but it definitely may be. I feel like, okay.
Like, the bottle's always been there for me.
I don't think I've had a moment where I'm like, I need to drink right now because I'm so upset, like, or anything like that. But I feel like it becomes a coping mechanism when I'm anxious around the people that my friends are around. And I'm like, I need a couple shots to be social with them because I don't know these people. Also, like, just being out in general when you want to be home, then I end up drinking more to feel comfortable. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Those are all like bad habits I'm trying to break.
Same. I tried to like move out here and like be better because I was kind of like, I don't know. Last year, I definitely was coping a lot with alcohol, which probably wasn't the best thing to do, but it was helping keeping my mind off a lot of things that I had to like face all the fucking time. So it was just like, oh, this is good. This will help. This works.
It
But it
does.
brings a whole other different beast out that you
It
now
makes
have to
it.
deal with.
It makes it easier until it doesn't, and then it
Yeah.
turns around.
And like I'm trying not to do that out here.
Yeah.
New me, new San Jose, new me.
2024.
Here I am still taking fucking 8 shots a day, but well, here we are. Just kidding, it's not that bad. But
It was 2.
hey, this week I did great. Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Last night I only had 4 drinks. I was like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been trying to listen to myself too. Steph wanted to stay and hang out.
Bro,
You know,
her and
the
her
other
double
day.
shots.
That was me.
I don't know how she does. She's stronger than me.
That was me though. At like 23, 24, taking double, triple shots with friends.
Honestly, the time that I realized I was like, I need to chill the fuck out, I drank like a whole bottle of Tito's to myself within like 2 hours. I was like, girl, like, what are we doing?
Oh my gosh, during COVID times, when everybody would FaceTime to take shots, I would be drinking a whole bottle of champagne and taking a couple shots.
I didn't really like drink like that during COVID times.
Really?
COVID times was the thing. I was at home still. I was like 19.
Oh.
No, I was fucking 18. Oh my god. Yeah, I still lived at home. I was in Twitter group chats a while ago.
How old was I?
I was like, why was I there? What are you doing in there with all them?
I was like 27, 26, 27, I think. So I was definitely drinking with my friends. I even had a couple shots with my mom.
I should know this. How old are you now?
30.
How old are you now? I should know this, but
30. I'm actually not afraid to say it. I'm 30.
No, you shouldn't. No, because it's not like I hate people that like be like, I'm old as fuck, and I'm like, how old are you? And they're like, I'm 32. You still have like so many years ahead of you. Like,
So many.
that is like one of my pet peeves for no reason. But sorry, that was left.
This was honestly no. I like this topic. I like the topic of like age and stuff like that because honestly,
like age insecurity.
not
why
the
do we give a fuck?
Honestly, kind of, yeah. I feel like society has a big role to play into that.
Oh, definitely.
When we're like
it always wants us to be younger.
Because we're thinking by 30 we have to have a house, we have to be married, we have to have kids.
I should have got my shit together when I was in first grade, for real. Like, what the fuck? How do people afford houses right now?
Honestly. But I think this is the first year that I actually had anxiety when it came to my birthday. When it comes to age, I've
like
never been
I'd be
afraid to turn a year older. I've actually always looked forward to it because I feel like at the end of the year, you're just like, what did I learn? I feel like I become a better version of myself at the end of every year.
That's a better outlook to have about it. Because some people are so negative about it.
But when you're in the moment, you're just like, damn, I did this stupid decision. I did this. I wasn't happy with this. I feel embarrassed.
Honestly, all of my birthdays have been very anxiety driven, and not even for the fact that like, oh my god, I'm getting older. It's more just like, I don't know. I just hate my birthday.
A lot of people hate their
I
birthday.
cry on my birthday like every year for no reason, and I'm like, what the fuck am I sad about? Like, I don't know.
I cry
just
on
be
my
so
birthday
stressed.
every year too, but
Like, why do we do that? I don't know why it's so like.
I only cry on my birthday though because I feel like I'm not loved enough.
Same. I'm like, there's gonna be 2 people that say happy birthday. My mom and dad.
Dude, my dad freaking calls me a week later.
What?
He'll be like, "Oh yeah, happy birthday." I'll be like, "Yeah, it was last Friday." Or he'll forget, but he'll call my sister because I only have one biological sister, you know, and I love her so much. She was my rock for the longest time of my life. But when it comes to the dynamic with my family and her, and the dynamic with my family with me, it's been different. Yeah, and I don't know if it's because I'm closed off or just my personality. I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah, I'm the oldest and my dad doesn't call me on my birthday really.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Or like my family in general. Maybe it's because I'm the only one who's like, no, that shouldn't be an excuse. I was going to say because my birthday's in February and like everybody else's is like, you know, at another time, like towards the end of the year.
Honestly, I don't really think a lot of my family says happy birthday anymore. They did when I was little, because obviously I'm little and my parents would be like, it's Alex's birthday on Facebook. But like, I'm not. I have so much family, but I'm not close to any of them. Like, I have 8 brothers, and maybe like 2 or 3 of them will say happy birthday if I'm lucky. Which is like, what the fuck? But I don't know. I need to start shrugging that shit off.
Honestly,
Bitch, I'll celebrate myself.
you should.
Like,
You should.
last
That's
year
how
was
I
great,
feel.
though. I was happy last year, but I don't know. That was like the first birthday that I was like, this is
Wait,
good.
when's your birthday?
January 9th.
January.
It's kind of like a shitty date because it's like right after
It's not
all the
even last
holidays.
year, it's
Everybody's
this year,
back
bitch.
to work. Huh?
Your birthday was this year.
Oh, yeah, it was.
You
Oh,
said
yeah,
last
no,
year.
wait, yeah.
That
This,
was like a
this
few
past
months ago.
birthday. No, yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, my birthday's kind of like in a shitty time of the year, and I think that's what makes me so upset. It's like after all the holidays, everybody's either back to work or back to school because all the breaks are over. I don't know. Kind of just an awkward
It's a weird
day.
time.
Yeah, I'd be better off with my birthday on like Christmas, bro. I don't know.
No, not Christmas.
Somehow
then
after the holidays is worse though. I'm just like, what the fuck am I supposed to
Maybe
do with
before
this?
Christmas?
And I'm broke too because I just bought everybody gifts, and I'm like, well,
No, honestly, my kids' birthdays are all around the same time of year.
when?
And it sucks. December before Christmas, 1. And then 2 in February, plus myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 in May.
Damn. They're just kind of like back to back to back almost.
Yeah.
What do you do though?
What?
Like, how do you like? I hope this isn't like a sensitive topic, but like, how do you like deal with that? Because like, my niece has like a birthday on like Christmas, and they always were just like, well, happy birthday and Christmas. Like, do you kind of do the same shit or no?
No. So what my family does for birthdays, because we can't do a lot, or because, it's during the day, during the week or whatever, we have family dinners with my intermediate family. So like my kids, myself, my mom, her partner, and then my brother and sister, typically, and then maybe like a couple cousins and like my grandma will come. But we'll do like whatever the person's birthday decides if they want to have dinner, like enchiladas or flatas or pozole, like literally whatever they love, they will make, and then we'll just celebrate with a little cake.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so I like that.
I feel like in the future that goes a lot farther than like actual gifts. And obviously kids don't think of that at the time, but I wish I would have had that, because I have a lot of
Little
family,
memories.
but I don't have a lot of family at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I would have definitely like preferred that over here's a fucking, I don't know, here's a Nintendo.
Nintendos are cool.
Bro, I kind of want to get one again, like the little DS's.
I want one.
I have a Switch, but it ain't got shit on the DS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're good.